Greetings everyone, welcome back to Dark Feminine Consciousness. I am Tifara. Today we're diving into a topic that is painful but it can be powerful. The PTSD that many women face from experiencing a toxic relationship. Yes, men also experience PTSD from toxic relationships, but I think it is vital that women learn to heal their PTSD because it affects our womb wellness. If there's any imbalance in our wombs, our entire life is out of balance. PTSD is post-traumatic stress disorder. After you've had a traumatic experience, you are feeling a lot of stress and it is affecting your life and the way that you function. I believe that there's a process to healing PTSD after a toxic relationship. Sometimes it can take years to feel whole again after going through a traumatic relationship. I'll be sharing some effective ways to identify the symptoms of PTSD and also how you can overcome it sooner and better. Here are some signs that you're having a traumatic experience in a toxic relationship. 1, you're being gaslighted a lot and you are doubting yourself and doubting your reality. What you know to be true and what is real to you, you're being told that it is not real. That is a red flag. Also, if you're being manipulated financially, if you're with someone who is more financially stable than you, taking care of you, and they're using it to manipulate you, using it to control you, that is another red flag. If you're experiencing violence and verbal abuse, if you have sexual trauma, if you are forced to have sex when you don't want to have sex, that's rape. There are some women who are so broken, men can force them to do sexual acts that they don't want to do. There's also sexual trauma from a man passing STDs to you, STIs. That's sexual trauma. These are some of the things that women have to overcome to, 1, entertain a new relationship, to feel whole again, right? To be able to have children, to be able to have normal, healthy relationships, not just with a man, but with everyone around them. So here are some signs of PTSD. You are hypervigilant. You are nervous. You have anxiety, social anxiety. You're not comfortable in certain places. You're not comfortable around people. You are constantly second guessing yourself. You have trust issues. You don't trust anyone. You second guess everybody, right? Everybody is potentially out to get you. You have intrusive memories, like you have thoughts of things that happened in the past that you can't let go, and they're affecting your balance, they're affecting your sleep, they're affecting the way how you relate to others. You also have really negative thoughts. You're thinking about all of the negative possibilities. You don't think that you're worthy of anything. So it has to be a negative outcome. And these are blockages, right? They're blockages in your mind, blockages in your body, keeping you from getting to what you want, making a step out of this state of feeling like you're less, or you're not enough, or you can't do the things that you want to do, feeling like you're unworthy. You also do a lot of self-blaming. Everything that happened in the relationship and what happened to you, you blame it on yourself and say it's because of you why those things happened and why you attracted this person. It's easy to blame yourself, especially when you are with a narcissist who doesn't take any accountability. If you can identify these symptoms and say, yeah, I'm experiencing this, I'm feeling this is what I feel every day, this is what I go through every day, it's PTSD. And this is the first step to reclaiming your power. I have 6 tips that will help you to heal sooner and better. And the first tip that I would recommend is that you see a professional. Get a therapist. There is nothing wrong with seeing a therapist. There's nothing wrong with talking to someone who can view your situation objectively. We can't really see our experience. We can't really see our contribution. Sometimes we're just blinded by our emotions. And so having someone outside who can look in and say, okay, this is probably why you did this, or this is probably why that happened. Also, someone who is trained in helping you to overcome. There's trauma-based therapy out there that you can find. There are therapists online, so it's not like, since COVID, there has been a lot of things that are happening online, including therapy. So you can find a good therapist online anywhere in the world. These people are trained, they know the tools that are useful for helping you to get over whatever it is, whatever mental challenges that you may be having. Get help. Number 2, grounding techniques. 2 of my favorite grounding techniques are breath work and also just going into nature. Going outside. If I can't get to a river or a beach, just go outside and put my feet on the ground and feel life beneath my feet, feel connected to source, the potential that is out there that I can tap into. But breath work is one of my favorites. Breath is life, reminding you, one, about how simple life is. It's breathing and breathe out. It's your breath. Life is as simple as your breath. Nothing else matters, right? Because when you lose your breath, you no longer have life. Nothing is more important than the breath. Breath work helps you to focus your energy, focus your mind on the breathing. We have short breaths. Breath work requires you to take deep breaths, maybe do some counts as well. And while you're doing that, you're focused on your breath, and so you don't really have time to be thinking about other things. You also get a good amount of oxygen from these deep breaths. That extra oxygen goes to your brain, to your blood, and so your body is functioning a lot better than it did before. Your nervous system is more balanced, your focus is better, right? You even feeling better within yourself also can shift your energy from feeling sad, from feeling angry, to feeling more relaxed, feeling more happy, right? Because it is soothing to your nervous system. There's a breath work exercise. On 4 counts, you breathe in, you hold for 4 counts, and then you exhale for 8. That is one of my favorite breathing exercises because I don't know, it does something to me. I just feel different after doing it for 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes changes your entire body chemistry. You feel like you're somewhere else. It's great to do just before meditation as well. Number 3 is that you have to do some self-work. Do some self-work to improve your self-worth. Meditation can help you with this, but most important during the meditation is affirmations. Saying things to yourself that will improve your self-worth. I am worthy. I am safe. I am loved. Journal prompts. Journaling in general is good, right? I love writing out my emotions. I love writing out how I feel. I love writing my goals, the things that I want to do, things about myself I want to change. Anything that maybe resonates with me, I hear something, it resonates and I really want to sit with it, I write it down. If I want it to stay with me, I write it down. There's so many benefits to writing because a lot of times things are in your mind and they don't really become real until you put it down on paper and you can see it. Things that you want to change about yourself emotionally, write it down and it becomes real on paper. Another good thing journals are good for is for writing out what you want to meditate on, what you want your meditation focus to be. Meditation is a good way to improve your self-worth. It is a time for you to be honest with yourself about where you are, how you feel about yourself, right? So the first thing you have to do is to be honest and recognize what the issue is, and then make a plan or steps with words. Use words to speak the change that you want, to speak the person that you want to become into life. And I'm gonna do a video about meditation, about how to meditate, and share some tools and resources on how you can meditate effectively. But that is going to be a members only video. right? And I have good reasons why it is going to be members only. I think if you really want this type of help, you should put extra effort into getting this type of help. I think a lot of people don't get the help that they need because they don't realize, or they don't want to make the extra effort to get the help that they need. You know what I mean? And some of the best meditation tools out there aren't free. You have to pay for them. You have to pay for them, right? Some of the best assistance that is out there, there's some free stuff on YouTube, but the things that really and truly work, you have to invest to get it. Nothing is free. Nothing good no come free, them say, right? So you have to invest to really get the good outcome that you're looking for. You have to earn things. You have to earn the good things, right? And some people want everything for free without putting in effort, and I don't believe in that. You need to put in some effort. Just like I put in effort, the information that I have, I had to put effort in to get it. So you can look out for that video. And so I'll just link it here also. So in the future, when I post that video, it will be here in this link later on. I spoke earlier about nervous system regulation and that breath works help with nervous system regulation, right? But there are more things that you can do to regulate your nervous system. A vagus nerve exercise, which is you can do gargling or humming, where you do a vibration in your throat that helps with soothing your nervous system. There are herbal teas, and I spoke about this before in a video where I talked about stress and maintaining and containing stress, that there are adaptogens. There are herbs called nervines and adaptogens that can help you with dealing with stress and helping to soothe your nervous system, right? So you have herbs like chamomile. In Jamaica, shea my darling is really good. Soursop leaf is good. You also have adaptogens like ashwagandha and shatavari. These are some of the herbs that can help with soothing your nervous system and helping you to deal with stressful emotions. Number 5 is sacral chakra healing, and this is womb energy work, because your sacral chakra is right below your navel. For women, this is our womb, right? So, but it's also an embracing of feminine energy, a nourishing or feminine energy. Doing sacral chakra healing is connecting to our feminine energy, nurturing our feminine energy. So we want to do activities that help us with doing that. And one thing I believe does that is our connection with water, and mainly going to rivers, going to the beach, anywhere where there are water bodies. Go there, rinse yourself off, get connected with the water, bring offerings. Learn also about feminine energy and the connection between women and water. You can study water goddesses in ancient cultures and get to understand a lot more about feminine energy through the study of water goddesses. You can also give yourself a bath at home. You can fill a tub and sit in the bath with some herbs and salts and soak up the energy of the water. Allow it to cleanse you and remove all of the negativity, all of the bad vibes, of the bad juju, right? Allow water to cleanse you and renew you. You can do some gratitude practices for embracing feminine energy, like being thankful for some of your feminine qualities, being thankful for your softness and acknowledging that it is not a weakness to be soft, acknowledging your creative energy, being thankful for your creative energy, being thankful for your nurturing energy. There's some people who are just natural nurturers. They just love taking care of others. They love to cook, they love to be able to share and nourish others. They love to comfort people, so acknowledge those qualities within yourself and give thanks for them. Another way to embrace that feminine energy is connecting with other women. You know, connect with the women in your family for one. That's a very great place to start. Connecting with the women in your bloodline, your mother, your sisters, your grandmother, your aunts, your great grandmother, you know, your granddaughters, your nieces, you know, all of the women in your family, connect with them, right? If you can't connect with the women, find some other women to connect to. You have friends. If there's a space where there are other women, try and connect with the other women. Try and build a sisterhood. Try and build a friendship, right? Have sister circles. You have some group of friends that you can call and gather with from time to time, and you know, you have a sister-in that you can call, like Salima is our sister-in that I like to call every now and then, and we go to the river or to the beach and we have a reasoning about something, you know, that's happening in life. And so there has to be some moment to sit in feminine energy with another woman. I think that is essential to our wholeness as women. Another way to embrace feminine energy is your creative outlets. Did I mention this before? Maybe I did. But get creative. Tap into that creative energy. If you love to cook, start getting creative in the kitchen. If you're an artist, you like to draw, start drawing. If you're a singer, start singing. Write some music. You know, if you're into drumming, start drumming. Play some instruments. If you're a writer, start writing. Write something. Write a song. Write a poem. Write a script. You know, start doing something, anything creative. If you like to sew, start sewing. If you like doing makeup, do some makeup, right? Do something creative, right? Even if you're not doing makeup on others to make money, start doing makeup on YouTube. You know, you don't have to be perfect at it. It's just a creative outlet for you. Womb meditations are good as well. There's a womb meditation that I like to do for the retreats. I don't know. I probably could do a video sharing the womb meditation. I can share that with you. I'll put it together and do a video for my womb meditation. And the last thing I would suggest for connecting with feminine energy, and there are so many other things that you can do as well, but yoni steaming is also good, right? Because one, it is a way to make you feel feminine again. You're taking care of one of your most feminine parts. It's your most creative space also. A lot of creative energy exists within this space, and you're also clearing, because the yoni steams help you to clear. It's like a herb bath. The steam is clearing away that energy from the previous relationship, clearing away the blockages, right? And it's good to do affirmations while you're doing the yoni steam as well. Speak the clearance that you need. You can also do the yoni steams along with some bush baths. And this is something that we'll be doing at the Dark Feminine Rising retreat. Speaking of retreats, the final tip for dealing with PTSD is to find healing spaces like retreats. In this retreat coming up, the Dark Feminine Rising retreat coming up, we'll be focusing on these types of PTSD from toxic relationships, from sexual trauma, from domestic violence. All of these traumatic experiences contribute to who you are as a woman, your wholeness as a woman, your vitality as a woman, your confidence as a woman. So it's important that you deal with these issues and overcome them. You can develop what is called womb confidence, so you can be your best self, be the best woman that you can be. These traumatic experiences also contribute to a lot of the womb imbalances that women are facing today, right? So you could be experiencing fibroids and you haven't really connected it to the fact that you were raped. You haven't connected it to the fact that you were molested as a child. You haven't connected it to the fact that you went through some sexual trauma. You haven't connected it to the fact that you experienced a toxic relationship. You were in a relationship with a narcissist, and so you are experiencing PTSD from those relationships, and that stress created this imbalance within your womb. One very good thing that we're going to be offering at the retreat for overcoming trauma is the plant medicine ceremony, which is the psilocybin mushrooms that we'll be offering to the guests. It's optional, you don't have to, but I encourage you, if there is something in particular that you want to deal with, something emotionally that you want to deal with, I suggest it. If there is a health issue, I suggest you do it as well, right? Especially for women, because we store a lot of this PTSD, this trauma in our wombs, and so we need something that is really going to give us that push, that pull to overcome these blockages that are preventing us, this mental block that we have, this spiritual block that we have. The plant medicine will help you to clear the way, to see the way forward. So if you're interested in this type of retreat, if you are experiencing this type of PTSD that I'm talking about, and you want to move on with your life, you want to find yourself again, just reach out and we can talk a little bit. You don't have to book right away. We can have some conversations before you decide that this is the place that you want to be. This is the space that you want to be. This is your healing space. Remember now that healing is not a race, it's a journey. So be patient with yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. Know when to forgive yourself, know when to give yourself ease, know when to relax. Sometimes we have to step away from meditation as well, because sometimes, the work can get heavy. So know when to lift your head up and take a breath and get back into the work. But today I want to challenge you to take your first step, the first step towards your healing journey. Whatever it is that you have to, if you have to make a call, if you have to do some writing, get a book, don't have to be a fancy book, do some journaling, if you have to listen to a podcast, if you have to look up meditations, if you have to find a yoga class, if you have to, that's another thing too, is movement is good. So find a yoga class, do some exercise, do some running. Movement helps with removing blockages, helping you deal with stagnant energy, right? Movement takes you away from feeling stuck. It reminds you of what it means to move forward. Whatever it is that you can do right now, do it. Let this be the moment in time where you decided to make a change. You decided that this is it. This is where I've had enough and I have to change. I have to be something different. You can look back at this and say, I was watching this video when Tafara said this and this and this, and that was the moment where I became who I am today. So that's it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. I know a lot of you are watching and you haven't subscribed yet. Just click the subscribe button. It's better if you're just a part of the family, helping us to grow. And it encourages me also to continue doing what I'm doing, continue sharing, because I know that it is appreciated. I love when you leave comments, because it tells me that the information is valuable and you are receiving it and you are appreciative of it, right? And as I said, that only encourages me to do more. Take care of yourself and we will link up in the next video. All right, later.